Good morning, second grade. This is Mrs. Crow. Today we're going to be talking about plants. Just like animals, plants need food, water, and shelter in order to survive. So we're going to talk about their parts and how their parts help them do that. Now there are many different kinds of plants. We have trees. We have flowers. And in some places where it's very dry, there are cactus. Very pointy. Nobody likes them. Nobody likes to run into them. Now all of these plants have the same parts that help them to survive. Now first we're going to talk about water. They all need water to survive, even the cactus. Now the plant part that helps them to get their water is their roots. And we all know about the roots. They're underground. What the roots do is anytime there's rain, the rain soaks into the ground, and the roots suck up the water to the plant. That's how they get their water. Now, once they've sucked the water up from the ground, they all have a stem. Believe it or not, on a tree, the trunk is the stem. On a flower, this is the stem. And the cactus is kind of like one giant stem. That's how they get their water. The roots soak it up, the stem takes it up to the rest of the plant. Now let's talk about food. They all need food. Sounds a little strange, plants needing food, but what they've done is really kind of smart. The sun is what they use to get their food. And the leaves on a plant is what takes the sun and turns it into food for the rest of the plant. We all know where the leaves are on a flower, and on trees we all know where the leaves are on trees. Now cactuses are a little bit different. Yes, they do have leaves, but what they've done in order to survive in a very hot, dry climate is the leaves have turned into needles. And those needles help protect the plant as well. Nothing wants to eat it if it's going to get poked in the mouth. And finally, we have our flowers on the trees. The flowers are important because they help make seeds. Sometimes it's hard to find the flowers on a plant. Sometimes they're very, very small and they don't look like flowers. Even trees make flowers. What the flowers do is after they've dried up, there's seeds in the middle of that flower. And the seeds drop to the ground where the rain hits them. They sink down into the dirt a little bit and then they start to grow. And we have a new plant starting all over again. If you go outside and look, you will find plants everywhere. I know in my yard I have several trees, not as many flowers, but one of my bushes does have very beautiful flowers. As you can see, plants need food, water, and shelter. Here is how they get their water and their food.